Dude, Japanese people doing Western fantasy. It never gets old for us, I think. Please keep doing it, Japan.
Western Japanese.
I agree with what Clay said, actually.
Haunted by the urge to watch more anime, but terrified of doing it alone, I crawled from the darkness of my room into the vanity of the void. There, I gathered 3 of my most handsome buds to watch just 3 episodes of a show. Together, we asked, is it good?
When I was young, I always liked cartoon.
I stand by it. This was like the Hobbit of Japan.
Oh, I thought you meant what I was just saying, where I was fumbling my words. So bad.
Too.
Well,
what did I say? I said this is like Ralph Bakshi's The Hobbit if it was an 80s anime.
And then I started putting cigarettes
I stand by
on
that.
Clay's forehead.
I don't know what I
stand by that. That's gonna anger so many people, I feel like. And that's
I was just a little confused by the statement because I'm like, what what do you mean?
You heard it here, folks, everybody. Record of Lodoss War is the Ralph Bakshi's of the Hobbit of the East.
Okay, so what I meant by that was that it had
the time
that
period.
Kind of that 80s cell. No, it had that 80s cell animation look.
But
if it was
counterpoint,
because it's old.
Wouldn't all of that around that time point have that style?
I know, but it specifically felt Western, is what I'm saying, because of the way that stuff was shaded and stuff. Clearly they were taking inspiration from Western fantasy.
Oh
the
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah. So, record of Lodoss War. I chose this because I heard from countless people, all the old heads swear by it. Think it's like
all the unks.
How old?
All the unks think it's the it's the best fantasy anime of all time. Now, I picked this a while ago, and I've been pretty excited to watch it. Just because I've recently been enjoying fantasy. There's been a lot of good newer fantasy stuff coming out. And the big YouTuber Basement Mother, he put out a video this week, and it was like the golden age of fantasy anime. And
I would click on that.
And I clicked on it, and then I put my remote on the couch the arm part of the couch, and then my cat must have fucking knocked that shit over or something, because I was sitting there, and then he's like, yeah, the retro fantasy anime, is it even any good? Record of Lodoss War? And then he just goes off on it and is talking about how, well, he first compliments it 8 times and then is like, is it actually good? It's actually just a D&D campaign, blah, blah, blah. And he starts talking shit kind of on it a little bit. And I was trying to I wanted to turn it off. I was like, what the fuck? I would
be seething, Danny, trying not to get triggered.
I'm like, come on, man.
You had to break your TV, right?
Why am I watching this? I'm ruining the fucking show. Now I'm going to go in there thinking it's mid when I had no prior knowledge to it at all, except for I heard that the dub was by Broadway actors, which, if that's true or not, I don't care. I believe it.
Wait, hang on. I think there is merit to that, because I hope it's true too.
I'm I don't know if because the thing is,
Deedlit's Lena in Slayers is she Broadway?
Yes, I actually know all of them personally, and
are you friends with them? Can you ask me?
They probably all have done acting stuff. That's pretty common
by definition. The voice actor.
Believe it or not,
they do Broadway acting sometimes as well. But the main guy who voiced Porn, I think was his name.
Porn. Yeah.
He was in Cowboy Bebop.
James Porn.
He was in Daphne and the Brilliant Blue, your favorite.
No way.
He's in
real?
Digimon Adventure. He was in, I'm looking at a list, Fist of the North Star. So obviously this is a fucking voice actor. Trigun.
Dude, yeah. Bill Timon and Pumbaa here served as associate producer, cast member, and flight coordinator for the Bryan Cranston's first film. He's tight with Walter White.
That's cool.
You're a Bryan Cranston's first film.
I'm pretty
Got it.
Cranston up right now. This guy, dude, he's in the Irishman. This guy's in everything.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Deedlet was in Berserk. Blue Gender, Boogie Pop.
Oh my God, Blue Gender.
Like
Oh, we gotta watch Blue Gender.
My
sometime.
gotta
Hero
watch that at some
Academia.
point.
You might have heard that one. It's pretty low.
Lisa Ortiz. She played Amy Rose too in Sonic X for the majority of our fan base. I'm sure you wanted to know that.
It's just crazy because I don't know where I heard that, but I'm gonna stick by it. Yeah, they're all Broadway actors.
Yeah, they're all Broadway actors. You need more of that.
I don't know.
They all
We need dubs like
performed in
this.
Cats.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Mistopheles was the main guy.
but anyways,
Yeah,
it
we
was.
We gotta bring this back. I think you get a. I think what it is, you get a voice director who's like never watched an anime before, and then you get them to, direct the actors, and then that's how you get a beautiful '90s era dub.
Well, the Record of Lodoss War. This is the OVA, and it was produced by Madhouse, which I feel like we watch a shit ton of Madhouse stuff.
Our goats, the House of Mad.
Yeah, it's interesting. The animation was very nice most of the time. The beginning was weird. I couldn't see anything, but
Yeah, if you guys hadn't pointed out what you called it, the mold filter, it took me out of the movie. I couldn't not see
It was like a rock texture that they had like at a way too high opacity just over like the art. It was really odd.
yeah, it was dumb.
my untrained
It was-
eyes.
yeah,
was
it was
like,
like-
this is
It was like
avant-garde.
moving sometimes, then not moving other times.
No, it didn't.
So
It
was
didn't
just,
move
like-
at all. It was a static image.
No, there was a few shots where it was like moving slightly.
I think
You're high.
But yeah, it
It
was just like
twitched?
static most of the time, which looked really
I
weird.
think the art was moving. And
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that texture move. They turned it off every once in a while.
Was it Derek that pointed out? It's like they discovered, like, yo, check out this cool like opacity filter.
Yeah, that was
First
me.
time.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they must have like just got like a digital thing. He's like, dude, check this out. I can put this like this cool rock texture over all your hard work. Oh, doesn't that look awesome? Here, let's put it at like 60%.
Like, bro, well, I can barely see the animation. This is so sick.
Wow, you're doing this with a computer? Yeah.
Computers
Make way,
are-
old man.
Technology is incredible. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't keep that up. It did. Once you guys pointed it out, I was like, yeah, that is literally just it's like a rock texture that they.
you could
filtered
literally
over.
just skip that part and you wouldn't miss anything. And
Yeah.
it's just the narrator
Kind of did.
going like, ooh, we're in the fantasy.
The narrator jerking off to the lore of the world, not necessarily the story being told.
Yeah, I mean, like, once the actual scene started, it looked very nice. And it was cool.
Yeah, I like the animation on this. You can tell it's all hand drawn. A couple animators probably died during the making of.
Probably. The backgrounds were, like, painted and pretty.
I painted your background.
Yeah, it's pretty gorgeous.
The elves
Yeah,
were
very-
hot. Especially the
you like,
Ganondorf guy. He was really hot.
There were a couple of dwarfs in the 3 episodes we watched. They were of dwarf quality
Yeah.
villains.
I think I was saying before, we need more Ganondorf-like villains in media in general. I just want to see, like, a fucking, like, Mission Impossible movie with the villain just looks like Ganondorf.
And his motivation is just like, I'm evil, fuck you.
Yeah, he's just a fucking psycho.
They don't need to be
Well, there
sympathetic.
needs-
You're right.
Yeah, there needs to be a return of "I'm evil,
Just-
fuck
yeah.
you" villains.
Just
which I feel
pure-
like-
I think more of us would connect with that. They don't need to have like a backstory
You
we
see,
can relate
I'm
to.
evil because when I was a child, you see, I was bullied in school.
I think
And,
it's just, that's like an easy story to tell. That's why everyone does it. Because it's like such a clear arc. It's so obvious. Like,
Ganondorf is right. Ganondorf's type because it's like, dude, I got mud green skin and red hair, and I'm balding. Why would I not be, a sad guy?
I think he looks.
No, I will
cool
say
as
though,
shit.
like he rocks that
He
Widow's
looks rad.
Peak. Like
It's
nobody else
fucking
could rock a
awesome.
Widow's Peak.
It's just like
The one guy rocks the Widow's Peak. There's a couple of Widow's Peaks in the villain cast, but the one guy at the end, that was the one you said he looks like really cool. He can pull it off.
Yeah, I kept saying like, oh, that's basically me. I sit on my horse and murder someone before
Every
work
day.
every day. Yeah,
Before work.
burn down a village. Yeah.
On horseback,
On horseback. Yep.
fully clad in armor.
It's just the only way I can like motivate myself to do anything. I kind of look forward to it.
yeah, you gotta
You
in the zone.
assassinate a military general on horseback every day.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, that's just how I operate, dog.
No big deal.
Yeah, I like the villains. You're right; they do look really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
They're all
It was pretty fun.
I'm not even being like sarcastic too. Like when you mentioned like Lord of the Rings, it does have that kind of that classic like we're not trying to be deep. It's just a kind of very straightforward fantasy epic hero's journey.
They did say it was a hero's journey. I thought that was interesting.
Was that before
Well,
that?
yeah, but they don't mean it like in the writing
The
sense.
literary
I
sense,
know.
right?
I was making that joke as well, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
opening
like,
narration.
oh, this
You're
is
about to
like
witness.
the hero's
This is
journey.
hero's journey. He says it is just like the writing concept, the hero's journey.
Have you heard of it? Huh?
Have you heard of it? And then he showed a picture of it on the screen. It was with
This
like
guy,
a shitty opacity of like
A
60.
Yeah.
the guy in green, he's
It's a
about to
rock
go on a
texture.
hero's journey.
He's about to go on the hero's journey, but is it even any good? Find
Definitely
out
kinda
in
sucks.
episode 2.
I like that
In the
the
beginning.
main character kind of sucks. We didn't get to see him,
For sure.
like become.
I mean,
Yeah, he
even
kinda
in the
He
they
kinda
do
sucks
a
in the
flash
beginning too when he's supposed to be
forward.
experienced.
They do the flash forward, which I'm not like crazy fond of, just because it's like, oh, okay, well, we have to go all the way back.
yeah,
Yeah, it took me a
But
while to
it's
process that's what they were
fine.
doing.
Even in the flash forward, he still kind of sucked.
that's
He
true.
was
Yeah,
still
like
pretty weak.
his party carries him the entire time. Even the cute elf girl who's like she's like supposed to be competent, right? But in the beginning, she was like the flash forward part. They kind of made her out to be kind of stupid too.
I think it's supposed to be like she's a low wisdom character, so she's like kind of clumsy. No, but she
Also,
was like
she's
wise. I don't know what she's. Is she just like?
She's
Well, she has a rapier, so she has to be high dexterity. So, like, what would be her flaw trait? I don't know. But it was funny. I was just like thinking about what class and they would be, and if I'm like wondering if they were using like D&D 1, where elf was a class, it wasn't like a race, because they didn't really have that. So it was like, oh, I'm gonna be the elf class.
Mm.
When did Japan get its hands on the D&D?
That's a good question. I mean, it probably had to get translated, and that was probably after it had to get pretty popular over here to justify translating it for overseas.
Well, it was like
Yeah.
really popular in the 80s, right? Over here. So like I feel like if
Like
if
90s,
Akira
maybe?
bootlegs were making it over here, that like D&D bootlegs were making it over there. You know what I mean?
Was that
Yeah,
the
probably.
trade? They were like, you Americans get Akira, and we get Dungeons and Dragons.
I've definitely seen like Dungeons and Dragons references in like mangas and stuff before, so it was around. It was
Oh, for
around
sure.
enough that like
Yeah.
people were playing it and
And
stuff.
FromSoft was playing it way before they were doing them Soulsian games.
Yeah, apparently, what's
Berserk
really
guy was into it, too.
popular, right? Yeah, the Berserk guy, Overlord guy does it. Tanya does. They do TTRPGs, but apparently, like one of the bigger TTRPG over there, at least like of recent time, was what was it fucking called? It's
Yeah.
the fucking Cthulhu one.
Call of Cthulhu.
Doesn't sound
Is
right.
that the name of the? That's probably not it. I think that's a game from like.
I think that's a
the
game.
2000s. Okay,
Sorry,
I ask Grokkenai GPT, it says that Dungeons and
Oh
Dragons.
no, it's Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, it's literally Call of Cthulhu.
Oh wait, for real?
Yeah.
I got it
That's
right.
the TTRPG. That's apparently
Oh.
pretty big in Japan, like even bigger than D&D. I mean, D&D is still
Did
definitely like there.
they get Cthulhu's Call before 1985? Because that's when it says Japan officially received the very first iteration for them of the Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait, sorry, when was that? 1995?
85.
85. Okay.
So
Yeah,
so
and then
damn, Dungeons and Dragons was that popular.
yeah, but then it's
It
I mean,
was,
come on, it's fun. They're fun.
They-
It's
they
still
also-
fucking fun to play, even though we switched to
Yeah, I
Pathfinder.
mean,
but
It's a phenomenon. Yeah, for sure.
it had great
but, like,
history.
It was I'll bet you too, because I know Dungeons and Dragons was popular, but also the Wizardry series really popped off in Japan. and
Yeah,
that inspired
Wizardry
a
is
ton of-
huge.
Ton of games.
Me and Danny read a book that is a Wizardry property.
I think we were talking about this last week. The fucking Blade and
Bastard.
Bastard.
Yeah.
The art in that was really sick. I remember you showing it to me.
Yeah, it's the guy who does Overlord when I was sucking
off to
Ainz's cock. Yeah, when I was fucking giving him a handy and being
It is
super,
very jerk offable art.
being
you've never
very
seen it.
super embarrassed as we're watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is that was very fun.
You gotta
I
let
still,
it simmer.
I still like the stupid
we'll
shit.
get a hard on
but
for
it's
it
fun.
soon.
Yeah, you just gotta get like fucking Stockholmed with it, and then it'll be good.
What you should have done was do
Just like One
just show
Piece.
us those YouTube comps, like 30 minutes of Ainz being a badass.
Just
Like skip
Ainz-
those compilations. They skip the entire show. They just show the cool parts.
They just show people jerking them off.
Yeah,
There's
cuts
a
to,
lot of
like
that
hard
in
cuts
there.
to real life footage of guys jerking off to Overlord.
But they have like fun things, but whatever, who cares? Back to
I'll
the
bet
actual,
Overlords. they've seen Lodoss War. I bet.
I
bet the show
wouldn't be
is very-
surprised.
The series rather is very influential.
He was. They would probably. I don't know what their age is, but they would probably be like around a kid. But when did this come out?
1990.
This was 90s, 1990. So if D&D came out in Japan, it had 5 years to become popular and like people to actually play campaigns. I could definitely see a direct influence.
I think it definitely, because you got the
What-
other shit that we were watching a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Bastard, which was
Oh,
a
yeah,
manga
yeah.
in the 80s, and that also is like a D&D.
heavily
and-
D&D inspired.
Yeah.
But that guy was like, I'm going to be extra cool and make every reference to heavy metal music.
That's very cool.
That's awesome. I do think this one was more D&D coded than the other ones because it had like I think what happened with the Kobolds is they looked at the art and misunderstood what the art was because they're supposed to be scaly, but I was looking at some of the old Kobold art and they do look kind of furry. Do we know
Okay.
what edition they got in Japan, Matt? If you still have that open, was it like actually first edition or was it like D&D advanced?
Wait, with the translation of the basic rule set, the iconic red box. I don't know what edition that is, but it was so popular in its first year, it sold over 100,000 copies.
Damn.
Which
Probably
edition has the
first
furry
edition.
kobolds? Because it was probably whatever that one was.
I don't think they just kind of look like that. I think that might be 1.0.
Or maybe that was a mistranslation. But
Oh,
I'm reading
dude,
we gotta
the
fact check
iconic
this,
the
'cause-
D&D was 1977 was the first publication.
Well, D&D, it's definitely confirmed. If this is true, because I'm reading here that in '86, the Japanese gaming magazine Comptique, it serialized Record of Lodoss War, which was a story that was transcribed from a college D&D campaign, and it became a massive multimedia success. So, like,
That's
some
fucking
dudes were just
awesome.
dicking around on campus playing D&D and was like, this would make a cool series. And then they just did that.
Dude, that kind of just happens though. Like you get all this like lore and history with your like characters when you play like D&D or any TTRPG. Right now I think D&D is a little
kind of going a weird direction. But like we've been playing Pathfinder we did a Pathfinder campaign for like a few years. We have like all this history and this like whole world and the setting that we went through and all these like struggles. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
we inject a bunch of
That's the
stupid
beauty
shit
of
into
it.
it because we're like dumbasses. But it was like we had some like crazy narrative moments, and I don't know, it's like a bunch of us idiots somehow just like using a rule set came up with this crazy story.
I hope one of you is writing it down, because I fully believe that you can just end up creating the greatest story you'll ever tell playing these.
Yeah, like so Joe kind of writes notes for every session, which is awesome. So like we like
Shout outs to Joe.
like so we had this one encounter, and so it was like the toxic woods. So it's just like these woods that are all toxic and whatnot, and there's this rickety ass bridge. Two of them are riding horses, and they're like, the two of them are like, we're not going to go over the bridge. We're going to go through this disgusting river. They go into the river, and the fucking horses die like immediately because it's just like putrid toxin. And then a fucking a black pudding comes out, which is a slime, and it fucking TPK, like nearly TPKs everyone. And Joe's character was the only survivor, and he just fucking sprinted for his life out of the fucking woods. It was like crazy because they would like attack it and it would split into more creatures. It was fucking awesome.
So yeah, in that moment, like your Joe, friend of the show, he writes down, runs away from Puddin, leaves Derek and dead horses.
Well, I was DMing, so I was killing them. I was the Puddin.
So he runs from Puddin, fuck Derek.
but yeah, they're like looking at this bridge and they're like debating, like, no, we shouldn't go over there. That bridge is fucking cursed. We're gonna go through the fucking swamp. It was awesome. It was so like, and like you get into it and you're like visualizing all of it as you're playing. It's fucking fun. We should do it for like
we should, and more so
like
because
a one
of
shot.
Everything that you've just described. Isn't that how like what are they called? Critical Role? Isn't that how they make millions of dollars?
Yeah, they're very like
play
narrative heavy.
Yeah,
They are like the like de facto D&D group, though.
They
You know
are
what I mean?
absolutely
Like it's to a point where like
I mean they have like what two animated series already that have been professionally produced in Hollywood based off.
Yeah,
of
but I do think they have a pretty
This,
unreal, like I think they give people an unrealistic expectation of what the game is when you're just playing it with anyone. You're not going to have that level of like narrative stuff and whatnot.
that's what is it called? The Matt Mercer effect, where it's like people, they don't want to play D&D, they want to play like Matt Mercer's D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
editions coming out. I bet you could do that.
He made modules for D&D 5e, and we played those classes, and they were fucking so broken. It was hilarious. Like there was this one called the Echo Knight, which let you make a clone of yourself, and there was like nothing really stopping you from just making a clone of yourself, having it run into a dungeon by itself, die, and then just send another one. Just like wait till you can cast it again. You just keep doing that. It was so dumb. They were all like goofy.
What's your guys' favorite D&D class? That got me thinking. Or
That's
fantasy.
I mean,
fantasy job class in general. Bard's a good one.
I mean,
I don't know.
Specifically, it's Bard.
I like the switch around.
Give me cute girls. I'm into your project. Whatever.
I also switch
you
around.
Could be a cute thief girl, absolutely. My longest character, the most recent one, was a swashbuckler. So basically, think Captain Jack Sparrow. So they get panache. So
I like eye makeup.
So basically, I throw like pocket sand in someone's eye, and then I fucking slice their head off as they're moving their hands to get the sand out of their eyes, or I like flick a card in their face, or I like pull the strap on their buckle, and then like their pants fall down, and I fucking stab them in the face. Most of my attacks are just. I had a broken ass fire sword that did like 130 damage sometimes. It was fucking retarded. It was awesome.
Is a swashbuckler, is that always refer to a pirate, or is that
no? It's like, I mean, kinda. They're like a suave. They're kind of like a modified rogue, I guess. My guy was kind of like a drunken Ronin almost. I actually based. He's pretty. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty based off of Brain Unglaus from Overlord. If you see the drawing I did of him, he literally just looks like Brain, but like slightly different hair.
I mean, you had me at Rogue, so I'm already in love with your character.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. The combat system in Pathfinder is like very fun. It's pretty crunchy.
Wait, Danny, what did you say your favorite was? So we got Clay's for bards, Derek's the swashbuckling, and I'm like any kind of.
But I like mages.
Rogue.
I switch it all around.
Mages.
I like mages.
Yeah,
too.
it really. I think it depends on the character I'm playing. What like class I would center. So like, I just like playing characters that are like, I don't want to say gimmicks, but like I like having a character that's fun, and then the class is just kind of secondary to amplify that.
So, yeah,
if that makes any
first,
sense.
and then whatever class fit that. That's cool.
Exactly.
I think that's how it should be from like if you're writing it too.
I don't play, so I don't. Are you talking about for the game or just like characters?
Yeah. I don't really play either. I'm just a seething tourist, but I'm trying to clickbait everybody. Like everyone who's listening in the comments, tell me your favorite fantasy class in general. I do like that aspect of these games a lot. The job system.
You did play, but we kind of sucked.
I did
when we played. You did, Danny.
I played once.
Yeah,
twice.
I've played like a handful of times too. I've never finished a campaign,
and
though.
I did not take it seriously at all, and it was awful, and that was my fault. But because my character, I remember because it was the best joke in the world. I was strong woman, and then like the next year,
oh my god, that was your character.
Yeah, and then South Park came out with the fucking season where PC Principal brings the new dean or whatever.
Strong woman.
Yeah, strong woman. And I was like, damn, my really smart joke.
Oh, Danny, do you remember though when we were wee lads, when we were small childs, and we tried to play it?
Yes, and I bought the fucking book.
And we did not read any of the book because we were fucking childs.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
And
dude,
we're like,
you
okay,
just record yourself.
You open chest.
Those
Dude,
books,
it looked cool.
Put it on YouTube.
Shit.
It looks so fucking cool. You kept talking about your brother playing it, and I was, and he had like tiles and shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Or whatnot.
I don't even know.
So I don't know. I had this like envision that they were playing on this massive map, and it was like the coolest fucking shit ever.
Yeah, like,
dude, have you seen the?
And we tried it
miniatures
one
people
time. And like it was just us making shit up, and it sucked because we were making shit up and we didn't balance anything. It was a mess.
Yeah, we didn't know really. Like,
I'm like, yeah, this sword like gives you do 100 damage every hit. And like okay, and then it's like okay, I don't know, it's so bad. And then we never played it again. But I remember when I was a child, my brain was like racing, like, oh, dude, this is so cool. It's gonna be like crazy. And then I actually played it as an adult, and it was really fun.
yeah, I haven't played it. I would play it. I just haven't. Seems cool. I don't know.
Should we do?
I like all the fantasy.
Audience,
classes.
should we do a 3-episode rule session?
A 3-session rule.
A 3-session rule. Should we?
30 minutes apiece, Clay. Every session.
That'd probably actually be fun. We'd have to make it like the setting would have to be comical in the first place for it to work. I feel like.
And we could take
like,
it
we could not
serious.
Well, semi-seriously. I'm just saying that, like, you know, I feel like we'd have a lot more fun in, like, the world of Konosuba or something like that. You know, like that kind of goofy setting.
No, we
like,
have to be dimensional hopping, like Lazarus. We're like, oh, no, we transported to Lazarus Town.
Every character that, like, each of our characters are all isekai'd into the same world.
That might be that might be a slightly obnoxious. But I'm fine with it.
You got
I can
isekai into different shows
DM,
we watch.
if we do Pathfinder.
I have not played I'd actually be down to play Pathfinder.
I like Pathfinder's name, but I know nothing about it.
It's not. It's basically
you find
D&D.
paths?
You find paths. Dude, we make that joke. We make that joke all the time.
There's a kid on my stream. My only relation to Pathfinder is there's a kid who comes on my streams that like posts all of his hot waifus he creates in Pathfinder. and then he has all these elaborate stats, but you know, the main point is just like, wow, I want to see these chicks get naked.
And like house yeah.
In-house, yeah.
In-house. No, how spicy do you guys like your campaigns? Do you like kind of Dark Souls-ish, like your characters are at risk, you can find encounters where you will die?
Oh, I love dying.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it's like
should do dying.
I run pretty difficult campaigns. Like
I think
I
it
usually
needs to
stack
be-
it against you a little bit.
yeah, it needs
You
to be a
would have
little
to
balance
be
where it's like
high
it can't just be like
IQ,
punishing
Eric.
because like I've played with DMs who are just like they just know the game so well that they just like, oh well, in order like if you want to play this campaign, you have to like learn the game better than me, and I'm like that's not fun.
Yeah,
But, like, I don't
that's
mind,
a little
like,
too
a
antagonistic.
challenge.
I like to set it up where there's because my players like they see an encounter and they usually just kind of tunnel vision the fighting. I'd like to make it sometimes where the enemy is very strong, so they have like the opportunity to run away. Like I try to leave escape paths in, but not like. But they usually come out on top. They usually do something clever or whatever. It still usually works out, but sometimes it doesn't because sometimes they just fucking go in, and then they go in again, and they without changing the strategy too much.
As the DM, you got to also think about like we got to keep this fun for the audience, like the WWE. of
Yeah,
fantasy.
like I had this towards the end of the campaign. I had this like roaming monster, which was this giant thing that had like armor hammered into it and was constantly starving to death. And it was fucking shredding Nelfishnays. And they're like, yeah, we can take that. And they fucking went up to this thing.
As the DM, you must also 3D
this is awesome.
print all of the monsters and environments that.
Yeah, I have
players
all
will
of
be
them. You just won't
exploring.
be able to see them. But yeah, they're all 3D printed in
Perfect.
front of me right now. Yeah. Mhm.
Have you seen those? Like some people make these crazy sets for their campaigns.
No, yeah, I
sometimes.
have seen those, but I mean, we would just do it online. So
Yeah.
whenever we play in person, we just use. I just have like a Chessex grid. We just use that. And we do have like little figures. They usually make their figures and print them out.
Yeah, that's probably the coolest aspect to me. All the props people create for their games. Like I love seeing those. Whether it's like, I mean, they just the artwork people make for their characters, and then yeah, like they'll go the extra mile and like actually print some of this stuff out and like make physical figures and environments and stuff. It's nuts.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, but it's also like when they do that, there's so much prep work that you don't usually want to do that every time, especially like, you know, you got like a job and stuff.
Yeah, that
Usually
the amount of
prep-
time spent on it too.
You usually
Like
go
don't
like,
do that for
"Oh,
every
shit."
campaign.
You're like prepping
But like
before or on the fly.
like the attachments some people have to their characters too. Like Vin Diesel has a fucking tattoo of his D&D guy like on him. You can see it in the Fast and Furious movies.
What?
Yeah, isn't that what the Witch Hunter or whatever is based off of?
I think so.
The movie that he did?
Oh, was that
what was
based
it
off
called?
of his character? Bloodshot
Yeah.
or something? For the Witch Hunt? Maybe. Wait, I think I know what you're talking about, but I didn't realize that
The
was
last
based off
Witch
of-
Hunter, I'm pretty sure is based off of a character that he played in a D&D sesh.
He turns to Paul Walker in the movie. He's like, you ever see the fucking The Witcher? That's literally me, bro.
Yeah.
And then they drive a Dodge Caravan into a train or something.
Yeah, he said, I am the Witcher.
His skin turns purple.
Wait, the Witcher doesn't have purple skin. What are you talking about, bro?
Isn't it?
Get out of
he's
here.
Glowing. He's got glowing. Isn't Gerald's skin kind of? It's like pasty and purple.
He's
White
like
hair.
pale. He kind of looks like, I don't know.
Hang on, let me pull up Gerald. I don't know why I think he's got purple. I'm thinking of Thanos. Hang on.
You're thinking fucking Thanos.
Wait.
Oh yeah, another reason to do Pathfinder. If you don't know
There's a little
this,
pink.
over D&D, D&D, like you're supposed to use D&D Beyond, and then you have to rebuy all the books and shit if you want to use the convenient app and all that. fucking shit. So I had to buy all the books again, and then I had to pay for a
shit.
subscription to like share that. It's like $10 a month to share it with like up to a certain amount of people.
$10.
$10 a month, but you have to rebuy the books, and the books are like fucking $30
Massive.
each or some shit. It's probably $40. I don't fucking remember. But I remember I got like a bundle. It was like $200 fucking dollars. Oh,
I mean, with all that equipment, you could charge people to DM for them
A lot of
Like a-
money.
like a prostitute.
Nah, it's stupid. That's one of the reasons I don't really like them. So Paizo's, who make Pathfinder 2E, Pesos. It's all free online. Like they just have, you can go to like Archives of Nethys, and it has every module, like every book, all the stats right there. You can get we use Path Builder on our phones, and it has every class and everything, and you pay like $10 one time to get rid of ads. Like that's, I don't even know if it's $10. It's probably cheaper than that. It's such
But
a
it's one
great
time.
deal. And it's one time. Yeah, you're not paying a subscription. It's just like supporting that app, because all this stuff's public. So like you can buy the books if you want to, but you could play it without the books. I'd recommend buying the books if you like it, because then it supports them. But they have such an open model. It's awesome. It's super cool. A
Yeah,
lot
'cause
of respect for
Pathfinder,
that.
people do like crazy different. I mean, I think in D&D you can do this too, but like the world's like your oyster basically in terms of where you want to set your adventure and what aesthetic you want to go for.
No, that's Pathfinder's like a spin-off of D&D. Basically, they didn't like the direction it was heading a while ago, so they made I forget what they forked off of. They either forked off of 3.5 or 4, and then they kind of were doing their own thing, and they were using the OGL, blah blah blah. And then they made the second edition, which is really fun. It is different. It's a lot. It has more rules than like the normal D&D, so I can see why people still prefer like 5e. But Pathfinder's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. You have like 3 actions every turn. You have a reaction every turn, so you can move 3 times. You can attack 3 times. You can quaff a potion, attack, and fart.
Hell yeah.
Some,
Whatever
most
you want to
spells,
do.
Can you
yeah,
be,
most spells take like multiple action
can you
points.
be big-breasted, beautiful ladies?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I know you can.
I usually anime code the shit out of my campaign because I like that aesthetic. So I'm like, yeah, it's like the anime version of these characters. Fuck it, homebrew it. Because you don't have to follow what you can homebrew whatever the fuck you want as long as you understand it enough. You kind of want to use the actual system,
Yeah.
but if you're like want to flavor something, you can flavor it however you want.
Anime
I
code.
animate
That's fun. That's kind of what Japan ended up doing to the Wizardry series. Have you seen Variants Daphne, the gotcha game they created?
No, that sounds kind of familiar though.
I think Blade and Bastard is connected to like that iteration of Wizard. I'm probably very wrong about that.
Probably, but I like anime coding it where like the cat folk are just cat boys and cat girls.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all for that too. That's what they
Instead
did.
of,
Like, 'cause,
furries.
dude, Japan got the rights to Wizardry, and then it's like night and day what they did to it, and it's like all anime now. And I'm like, I'm for this.
I totally understand if people don't like that aesthetic. I doubt anyone listening to this podcast
No, they're wrong.
doesn't. I doubt anyone listening to this podcast doesn't like that aesthetic. But that's the cool thing. You can reflavor shit. Like,
Yeah,
if you want it to
yeah.
be anime coded as fuck, you can do that. All the chicks have huge titties now. Boom.
And they got giant electrical socket faces with the huge
It's all
eyes.
in your imagination. Anyway,
All in your imagination.
you can
And like
imagine, you can imagine them to look as however you want.
it
But
is
Derek,
cool
I
though
can't
when you're
get
like
off
playing
unless
it
the
and you're starting to
characters
get like the
look
theater
like
of the
SpongeBob.
mind. So you're like actually seeing what you're doing.
All the ladies
'cause
look
you're-
like Squidward. It's great.
Now
yeah.
I'm wet.
But no, theater of the mind is like a really big thing when you're playing because you'll kind of like just see it when you're playing, and it's awesome. Once you get
Yeah,
into it, there
The
I feel
role-playing
like
high.
just thinking, no, don't play high if you're just learning it. You're gonna get fucking nowhere.
No, I
I'm
mean
trying.
like,
I'm
the,
trying
like
to
a
think
runner's
back.
high. You get in the zone, and you're like, the
You get
the mind is completely.
it's kind of like being in
taken
a
over.
flow state when you're drawing or doing something. You know,
That's what I
you
meant.
get in
yeah.
a flow state for like
flow state.
playing it. But when you're first starting out, there's a lot of like stuff that you have to get used to, so it doesn't feel it doesn't feel as like natural because you're learning a bunch of shit. And once you get past that phase, it feels a lot better. I'm trying to like think back when I was like first learning it, because it felt like a little awkward when you're first like playing it, and then after a while you like know all the rules enough where you're actually able to get into it. So there is like a
then
bit of a
you
barrier.
You can be like the real adventurers that you see at conventions where you'll just hook up with like a random group of people to sit down and play, and then like everyone knows.
Oh, I've
like,
done that
everyone's on
once
the
or
ball.
twice.
You're
I
like
remember
a
there was
real
one that was
adventurer.
like I did one where like we were all SCP like investigators or whatever. We were like going into the SCP Foundation to like because like there was like a breach, obviously SCP breach. And it was like funny because like whatever class I chose was just OP as fuck, and everybody else hated me for it because like basically everybody else was just getting clapped constantly, and I was just like sitting in like the first room that we went into, and I was just like, here everybody take cameras, and then I can see everything that's going on, and I could like use technology to like react to things and hack into like the camera system and stuff.
What
So
what
you're like the
system
Sword
was
Art
it?
Online guy of your group there, like
Yeah, I was
the
like
best one of us ever, and he has all of everything that we need, and I think I'm falling in love with him.
No, you played like a
It's-
hacker class or something, right? Like you
yeah, I
support.
could like micromanage everybody because of everything that I was doing, and I was like trying not to, but it was kind of like everybody was just like dying and or getting like
they were
like,
all
taken
your
out
pawn,
or something.
They were all your pawns, basically.
Yeah,
in
at a
Clay's
certain point,
world.
I had to just be like, all right, I guess I'm taking over.
But
Damn.
what system was that? Was it actually? I think there is a SCP RPG.
I don't think it was any. I don't remember it being any specific system. It was like a homebrew thing, but it was like D20 type system. It was just kind of like standard D&D type where like you had skills and you rolled a D20 to
Gotcha.
you know, yeah. So it was just homebrew D20 loosely based off of D&D.
There's a few systems that are like that. There's like Mothership, Delta Green, and there is an SCP one, I believe. Oh, and then Call of Cthulhu is also kind of in that category. So I was wondering if it was one of those.
It might have been.
Like, did you?
I don't
did you
remember,
walk
honestly.
up
It was
to
quite
the
a
table?
Those
while
are all
ago.
D100 systems, so you would know if you're rolling a D20. It can't be those.
I genuinely don't actually even remember. Like it was like almost a decade ago at this point.
Clay, do you remember walking up to the table? You like sat down all cool with your cloak over your head, and then you took like a sachet full of dice.
You took out your
you're like-
character sheet, and you're like, I'm playing my level 20 character.
And everyone's
Well,
like,
it was at a
"Who
con.
is this guy?"
It was at a con. I'm pretty sure I dressed up as L that weekend from Death Note. So
Oh my god, you were one of those.
So I walked in and I sat on the chair
funny.
all
You had
all
no
goofy
shoes.
and
No shit.
I had to wear shoes. My local cons force you to wear shoes.
That's
But then you're
such a
sitting like
shame.
L on the
So sorry
chair.
for
That
you.
you're dirtying up the chair that way.
It was dirty up the chair anyways. Scuffle around with bare feet.
Did you had your fucking shoes with like a picture of your feet on them? So it like
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
funny.
you know what'd be
because we
really
would
funny
joke
is to wear a
about
pair
how
of shoes
easy
that-
the L cosplay was.
Oh yeah, dude, I thrifted it too. I
Yeah,
just, like,
that's
got, like,
what we would do. There were
I
so
literally
many
just did,
L's.
like, a
I saw
homeless
an
cosplay. It
L
was so
this
funny.
last con too.
Yeah, all you need is
You
like
know
a
what'd be really
white
funny with that
shirt
cosplay?
and jeans, right?
Yeah, basically. It'd be really funny if you did like a pair of shoes that like looked like they were censored, like just hand censored shoes, but it's just your feet.
They sell those. I think there's like hiking
What about
socks
like
you can wear that look like feet.
Well, there's that, but what if you did clear plastic shoes?
That you can also do that. There's people who do like they'll literally just have like the sole, and it'll just like I don't know how they attach it, but they attach it to the bottom of their foot, and then it's like they're technically walking around in shoes. But because there's some people that just really want to do like accurate cosplays, and like there's a lot of characters that are barefoot.
They use industrial adhesive to stick it to the bottom of their feet.
There's a skin
little tape.
glues.
Yeah, probably. Duct
Not
tape.
probably, there is.
Yeah, bring back the L cosplays. That one's I never thought of that. That would be.
They're not
pretty-
Yeah, bring
gone.
back the
I went to
barefoot
a con
cosplays.
like a few weeks ago and I saw one.
To this day, it's still kicking.
Yeah, there's still. I saw.
Dude, there's
I saw
there's
a few
always
Ls.
at
There's
least
always
one.
a few L's.
Few L's being
It's a
taken
very,
on.
I actually saw the.
It's very
there was a cosplayer who did Dead Leaves, the TV guy.
That's actually fire.
Yeah, that's gonna take some work to make the TV head thing.
Yeah, the TV head guy. I
That
think
is
he
right.
does it every year because I remember seeing him last year as well. And I think
Are you
You
sure
gotta
it was
do at least
specifically
one day
Dead
of the
Leaves, or
con,
is it just
'cause-
like a TV head thing?
helmet.
Oh, it
There's
was
a lot of
100
TV head characters.
it was 100% Dead Leaves.
It was that okay?
I remember like being like, "Oh, nice Dead Leaves cosplay," and he said, "What is Dead Leaves?"
All right, guys, let's do the question of the week by Simoes. Where did that shit go?
By Samoan.
Simoes-One
Samoan and Puma.
How would you feel if you get invited to be part of a production of an anime?
Terrible.
Yeah, I'd feel pretty bad.
Scared.
I'd get nervous.
Yeah, I would be like,
It's-
I would just pee.
yes, but inside I would be like, what?
What do I do?
I would look
Like
at all the
any
animators who
production?
just hung themselves, and I'd be like, "This, we could probably do better than this."
Yeah, I could hang.
Yeah, can you
myself
imagine if it was
better than that.
if it was like Mappa? That'd be like a death sentence.
You know, all this Sudokus, seppukus going on. Whew.
We got the
That's
seppuku
stressful.
/ Sakuga counter at the office.
Yeah, I might get a little
Yeah.
stressed
Would you take
out.
that deal though?
What do you?
Go down in history
Oh.
as amazing, but like die next week.
No.
Next week? That would suck. No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know
I think
how
it's a
fucking
slower
Mappa
death. It would take like over the
operates.
course of
I
multiple
also enjoy consuming
months of
media, so
deadlines.
I don't really want to die that fast.
Yeah, at least give me 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks and I
All
can...
right.
2 weeks
No,
notice of
I've,
death.
the Tanya
You
season
got a
2 is
deal.
coming out soon. I want to watch that, so I need a bit longer than that.
Okay.
No, just give me my full.
How
life
about
testimony.
2 weeks and Tanya? You get to when it comes out, you get to come back for a little bit.
It's like you're on death row and it's like your last meal. What's the last thing you want to watch before you die on this
My
production?
last meal is Tanya, the anime. I just want to watch
Tanya
it.
season 2.
I want to die. That would suck.
Yeah, dying would suck, but like, I think how I would feel to in a production room of an anime, it would depend on what the show is. Like, if it's like some fucking like terrible show that I don't care about, I don't know. It'd still be cool, but it'd be like, oh, they're
It's,
drawing.
Danny, it's gushing over magical girls. You're being invited to be on that production.
Oh
Uh,
hell yeah, Danny! You're so lucky.
Yeah, I mean that'd be kind of cool. I'd laugh a lot. I'd be like, "Whoa, I watched this."
The pitch meetings that they must have around like shows like that have to be pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm
I would
sure it's a
imagine
good time.
it's probably a fun time.
or
yeah.
it's horrible, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That show kind of sucks ass, but I mean,
Actually, wait.
it's
I'd
kinda funny.
if it would no matter the production. I think I'd be stoked because I would then assume the role because you're just invited in general to be on a production, right? I'd just be like, yeah, send everything hard to do over to the Philippines, and they will do it for us for no money. Oh,
yeah, you just,
oh. Just sell out an entire country of labor.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
I'm
would be the
a
first.
sommelier of animation. I'd see how far I could get with that, and then they probably just change.
Yeah, you're like,
and be like,
yeah,
fuck
let
no,
me
you're-
get this over to my friends as you like wink
Yeah.
to the camera and hand it over to the sweatshop.
Start
Yeah.
I'd
tasing.
probably just like hover.
I don't
too
know if it's like
much
that
and
anymore.
annoy the shit out of people. I just like.
I
look-
would be down. I would be so happy. I would just be like, what did I do to get here? But I wouldn't question it. I would just be like, yeah, okay, fuck it. We're doing it. And then,
Actually,
if I
that's
go
how a
down
lot
in
of
history
people-
as
Isn't that how they get recruited overseas, Clay? What you just described? They just like hit you up, and you're like, yeah, sure, I'm in. And then they're like, all right, here's all the files.
yeah.
Do them.
Well, I mean, if you're producing some dope shit, they might just hit you up on like Twitter or something and be like, yo, want to be
Yeah, they
part
scout
of
you.
fucking Brainsaw Man?
Yeah.
Actually, acquaintance
I wonder-
of mine has been on some animes, and like that's basically how they've operated. It's just like freelance shit.
Yeah, but they got recruited because they made like dope fan animations of this particular series, and then that's
Yeah.
saw them and was like, hey, do you want to be on season?
Or just
3?
like, like fan animations are just like really good, just Sakuga type shit.
Yeah. And then the studio hits you up like, would you be willing to die?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
cracked.
listen, we can give you $3 and a corn dog, and we need this done by tomorrow. It's 20 seconds of the most batshit insane action sequence ever. Are you in? And then like every animator ever is fuck yeah, dude. Mappa, let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I guess it like Derek.
I'll do it for
depends on
half
the
a corn dog.
production, or like which one of you said that? Because it's like sometimes there's the name alone or the studio. You're like, I'm not gonna say no to fucking Mappa or Madhouse.
To be
The
fair,
Madhouse or some shit. Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't.
Map House.
I wouldn't say no to any of them. Even if it was like the most dog shit anime ever, I'd still be like, that's fucking sweet. Go
Like,
and-
Danny, even if it was like
Danny, it's
I feel like
X
I
Are
would-
you ready?
yeah.
like
Dude,
I
would
feel like
I
okay,
would
but hear me out. Hear me out.
beat the shit out of everyone.
I feel
in
like-
that fucking room.
Danny, what if it was
I feel-
this all CG version of I got reincarnated as my sister's vibrator, the anime.
That'd be hilarious. I would be like, why? Why are you doing this with your life?
That's a Netflix original. I'm sure
No,
recruiting Clay right now.
what I'm saying though is that like I feel like there's like the most dog shit animes like we just listed, and then there's like the really 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 high tier ones like I don't know fucking Redline or some shit. Let's just use that as a
Oh
metric.
man.
Everything
Yeah.
in between, it's like okay whatever. But I feel like if you had the opportunity to work on either like the worst thing ever or the best thing ever, like both of those are going to be like the best like most memorable experiences you're gonna have.
Oh, true that. Yeah, yeah. Like,
You know what I
It's
mean?
on-
Like, dude, working on X-Arm
Unforgettable.
sounds so fun after watching that.
I'll bet those
I'm
guys
sure
that
they were
actually worked on it too
stressed out.
have fond memories, and they're probably like all war buddies now.
Yeah. That's what
They
I'm
all,
saying.
they
Like,
all
it feels
got
like
shot and
if you told me it
killed.
was like a college project or something, I would have been like, this is fucking awesome. You know?
Yeah. But it's not.
I know,
You
that's what
think
makes
how they
it so
get some people?
legendary.
Hello,
They're like, oh,
hello.
Yeah, it's my college thesis. It's fucking Chainsaw Man season 3.
I really like the hello, hello, the fucking song.
Yeah, the opening's good. The accompanying animation to it, where you can see
The manga had
mistakes
great
that they-
art too, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, we gotta wait. Danny, can you email the creator of X-Arm and we can get him on the show and get his take on how he feels about
Jamie,
Yeah,
Jamie, pull up
Jamie,
creator
email
of X-Arm.
email the director of X-Arm.
I did
Get on the show.
Duolingo for a bit, so I could probably speak native Japanese level at this point.
Native joke.
probably like N1 at least.
Konnichiwa, Agua, San Sama,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gomedozai.
Take your time.
Sumima, excuse me.
Sumimasen, excuse me. Sumimasen.
Ichiro Onada-san. It's not even his name.
me.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be pretty sick.
Doko desu ka?
So to answer your question, Samoan, yes, we would all
Samoan?
probably say I would probably say yes, absolutely. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's legit industry.
Yeah, even if we're just like sweating inside and questioning everything that's going on, just like
Yeah,
complete.
I would just
Yup.
go in and pretend I'm an expert. I'd be like, yeah, you're doing it wrong. And then I would go on their computer. I would like close
Legit,
the file, hit do not save.
You walk up to fucking a Maishi and you're just like, this fucking loser doesn't know
I would
shit.
grab the sheets off of his like his light board, rip them, and say do it again, but this time like don't embarrass yourself.
No, honestly, I think that's what like everyone. If you were to pull them aside and ask them, like every freelance animator that's ever been a part of like any of the big hitter stuff, they'd be like, "Yeah, I had no idea what I was getting into. I just said yes, and here we are."
I like the idea that like
I have no
like,
feeling in my
it's like-
drawing arm anymore.
they got like that Japanese like kindness too, so they don't want to like offend you either. So you just like walk in and start throwing shit around. They're all just like, and they start like bowing and like apologizing.
Yeah, they're apologizing. You just walking in being a jackass. You're like, they're like, oh, we're almost done with the first sequence.
I think that's how you,
Go on the guy's computer, delete the file,
that's how you get banned from a country. Like,
and you say do it again. That didn't look very good.
They would be furious, and yes, you would get banned from the country, but the entire time they'd be bowing to you. Out of courtesy, of
That'd
course.
be so fucking funny.
Watashi wa.
Yeah, Gujo said like that's how you get Johnny Somali'd. 100%.
yeah.
Well, Johnny
Actually,
Somali.
I think after that, I don't
people.
think Japanese studios are taking that anymore. Like, if someone's acting up, they'll just whip out a sword and honorably behead you.
A studio's taking. Was Johnny Somalia going into fucking studios and fucking their shit up? He was just on the streets being a fucking nuisance, right?
Yeah, he was going into
Yeah, no, he
Trigger
Shibuya
Studio
incited
and he was
them.
slapping everybody
Yeah.
in the face.
He was slapping everyone on the ass, and he's like, "Arr!"
He was molesting everybody and like peeing on the statues of women in the office.
Yeah, the many statues of women they have in the office.
All right, sorry, that was in Korea.
They probably do, honestly. They probably have
Probably.
statues of all their characters.
That's pretty epic, bro.
Yeah, marble statues of Freerin at the office.
Man, fuck Friedrich.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Who did wait, did you say it was Madhouse that did Record of Lodoss War?
Yeah. Yes.
Damn, man. What haven't we watched that's by Madhouse?
I don't know. They do everything.
They do everything. They did Overlord
Truly.
for one.
Yeah, these guys are nuts.
They
They got a
Overlord? Oh my
lockdown on
God.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Overlord. They did Free Run. They did whatever else we fucking watched.
Do you think the in real life, like the emails when they actually like if you actually get recruited by any of these guys, they're like, oh yes, would you like to work on Freerin? And then how do you like not think that it's like fake initially? Like is there
Yeah, that's like whenever I get like a scam email or something, I'm like,
because I
what
get
if this
scammed
is
like that all the
real?
time.
What if this is real? And then,
Like-
then I fall for the
Like
scam.
I don't believe in any freaking universe that this Nigerian prince is real. But what if
What
it,
if?
like, you know, what if like what happens if someone sends you an email or like DMs you or something and it's like fucking yeah, I'm the real Omaishi from Trigger. You know, I want to
Clay, I really need your help. Can you give me $5,000 and then I will give you back 10 times that in 1 month's
I'm
time
actually
after.
I'm the Prince of Japan and I need $5,000 from you. And here's a high school photo of me to prove it that I'm the guy.
I'm also trapped in space.
I need
Quick, you have to do
$5,000
it
to get
right
home.
now to get $5,000 because I asked another guy and he might give it to me and then you'll lose
Oh,
the chance.
Omaishi-kun. I gotta get $5,000 for Omaishi.
You're, like, proudly running to your-
Baka des.
Your family home being like, Mom, Dad, I'm
And
marrying
then
a
you fucking
Maishi.
send all the money.
He needs our credit card right now.
Clay, how many scams have you fallen for?
How many scams?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've fallen not like any like job because like all the job scams are always like fucking you know, like, oh, we're hiring a graphic designer, $72 an hour, and I'm like, fuck off. Like, nobody cares about art in the financial world that fucking much. Give me a fucking break. But I think there's definitely been like a few times that like I've just clicked like a fishy link or something on accident. You know what I mean? And like
the ones where they pretend
I have
to
to
be
change my
YouTube or
passwords.
PayPal, they always get me almost.
Dude, there was
They
one
got
time.
really good.
Okay, this is when I was
Okay.
younger. There was a Mr. Beast live stream that was happening. That wasn't Mr. Beast, and I
It's
fell
okay,
for
Clay.
it. And
You
I
can admit
I
that
had
this
to change
happened
my
last
credit
week.
card.
Wait, was it a crypto thing?
Like I said, when I was younger,
Like a day younger?
Like last Wednesday.
when
A week
yeah,
younger.
when I was younger.
That's fair.
Yeah, when I was younger and
That's
I talked
forever
about
ago.
Overlord, completely like I take it all back. Like I was young.
That was
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a different person now.
I'm a different person now. I got empathy.
I was different back then.
Yeah,
last week.
I just unlocked empathy. Now I care
I
about
leveled up.
people
I gained empathy as a skill.
as a skill in that time I got transported into another world and learned empathy at the age of 30.
That's
Isn't that the arc
that's the
of like
isekai.
every fucking isekai?
That's just ReZero, dude. It's literally what
I was
ReZero is.
reincarnated. Wow, I learned what it's like to actually care about people in this fantasy world.
That's except for
I got
ReZero,
reincarnated.
it takes him like 5 seasons to actually learn it.
There's
I
only
care about everybody, and they're all
4
like
seasons,
beautiful,
Danny.
like anime characters.
Well, I don't think he's learned it yet. I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
He hasn't unlocked empathy. That skill's still locked.
I think so. The
He's still a bug brain.
The first one he never really learns it. The second one,
I think he cared.
sort of.
Wait,
He
for
started
Re
to.
Zero, John Zero.
John Zero.
That's his arc.
I don't
That's
think
5
I've actually
seasons.
watched season 2 or 3 or 4. I don't. Well, definitely not. The
Yeah, I've
other
only
two.
seen
I don't
season
remember-
1.
Yeah, I think I only seen season 1.
I've only seen the
That's all that was
trailer
out at
for
time.
the hey, do you want to sleep in a bed with Rem? The VR experience.
Wait, is that on Steam? Is that on Steam?
I think it got launched.
Okay,
Holy
I'll see you guys
shit.
later. Something just came up.
We're the 3-episode rule. Remember to like so we could jam our noise straight into the algorithm. Subscribe and follow so you don't miss our next episode. Seriously, it's important. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.